Simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. Relieving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Come on, set, 50, plant.
Check, check, walk 54, walk 54. Pick it up, guys, pick it up.
A quick throw, here's Shepard. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
I'm coming.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Hey, Echo.
Check, crunch.
Leo.
They'll set up a throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And the Giants send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is fielded at the 7. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10.
Set, ready? 18 Gator.
Rip right.
Let's go.
Off play action. Sherwood. He's got his man on the crossing route. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Yeah.
Switch. Hey, watch that.
Ready?
2nd and 2. Drops it underneath. Elliott. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 4 yards the pickup. First down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
2nd and 3. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there.
Maximum effort, partner. Minimal gain.
Yeah, minimal gain. Looked good, though.
Let's go. 70, Indy. Look at me. Go.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
The way this game is going, the way that they possess the ball on the other side of the field, you go 3 and out here, you might not see the ball again until the second quarter.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, Delta.
Looking to throw. Sherwood. Dancing to his left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
This is Elliott. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the Giants' 40-yard line.
60 Pittsburgh.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. 51.
Get it.
2nd and 11. Throw left side complete. It's Logan. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw on 3rd down, Sherwood. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 18. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want
offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Elliott. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. So offensively on this drive, 2 of 2 on 3rd downs, and now they face a 3rd and inches. Back to throw. Sherwood. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Running with Elliott. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Sherwood. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Now the try here for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. This one fielded at the 5. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Good running for Barkley there on first down as he'll get forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you.
2nd and 4. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 39 yards there, a big one. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Come on now, let's go.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
80 weapon.
A first down carry for Barkley. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. 2nd and 15. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Rock it.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Check.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
a shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Hey, Charlie.
50's the money. 50's the money. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Fair.
D, tighten up. Watch twist.
Ready.
2nd and 9 now. That's complete to Slayton. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Ready. 70, Indy.
Okay, just like that. Just like that. Rush in.
General West.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley as the first half is winding down. As they are now on the board here in the first half. The extra point up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Back to throw. Sherwood. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Go.
A final shot before break. Sherwood. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This is taken at the 3. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
Okay, ready?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Sherwood. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. Pilot, 64. Weak. Get it.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. They'll run it again with Barkley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. They're going to look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
He'd had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
To throw on second down. Sure would. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Got it.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hard, hard.
Switch it. Come on, switch down.
They'll go to Barkley again. And some room to maneuver. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. Point after, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Sherwood. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
You ain't going nowhere.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll run it with Elliott. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Ezekiel Elliott not able to get it past the marker. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Go. 8, read.
54, Mike. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go.
Ready.
2nd and 14. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is indeed good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a two-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Back to throw. Sherwood. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, echo.
From the gun, Sherwood. And that's Elliott, complete. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? On fourth down, Sherwood. He's got him in, complete. And now look at this, big gain, but a fumble. And the Giants have it, it's picked up. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over, but that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all, and to me it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead, or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So what again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptom. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Micah Hyde, and he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, Sam off. Ready?
Again, it's Barkley. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Saquon Barkley, and he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. Deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
To throw again, Sherwood. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
On 3rd down, Sherwood. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Now they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. On 4th down, Sherwood. He's going to let it fly. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position.
Let's go. 15 line. 15 line.
50 to Mike.
On 1st down, Barkley. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll keep it on the ground. Barkley. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and just a few inches.
Here we go. 60 outlaw.
54. Hey, watch the ball.
Shoot.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And, well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. A 33-yarder from the left.